welcome to this installment of Japanverse exclusive. In this video, we will take you to a Daiso location with fresh and unique products. Let's get into it. Daiso is a 100 yen shop in Japan that brings convenience into people's daily lives. While most stores tend to carry similar stock, they don't all have the same products, and not to mention seasonal items. And this is why we bring to you our second Daiso video.
While we won't be giving you a complete virtual tour, we will show you the sections of this store that we found to be most unique.
While Christmas is not a major holiday here in Japan, many people still put up Christmas decor. Daiso has an amazing collection of Christmas decorations, so if you're looking to get festive this season, this is the place to start. Now let's take a look at some of the festive things that we saw while roaming through this Daiso. So we found this stuffed teddy bear along with a Saint Nick right up there. And along with those two, there were many other trinkets that were just along the aisle, many elves, many tinier Saint Nicks, many ornaments. So it's just a matter of getting in and seeing what sparkles your delight. We also found many ornamental stockings, bows, ribbons, and as you can see in the video, most of these ribbons seem to be in silver, gold, and red, which are in tune with the Christmas theme. So here up above we have some more stockings. Well, this one is more like a boot, but it's pretty good. It's a pretty good decor. There's so much that you can do with this boot right here. You can place flowers in it or different Christmas ornaments, or you can just place it there just because. Once again, there are so many things to choose from here, from tree toppers to just tree decorations. And if you look closely, you'll see that Daiso does sell Christmas trees as well, but the size of the trees that they sell are very limited, and they're usually short or small trees. In this specific location, we only saw a very tiny one, but if you could buy your trees elsewhere, if you're looking for a big one, you can get many ornaments and decorations to go with your mood or your style. As you can tell, I was very intrigued by this tiny snow globes. I actually really love snow globes. As I might have mentioned before, we're now entering into the colder quarter of the year, and if you're looking for simple, efficient winter products that you can use, you can start here at Daiso. What we're looking at now are some tabletop humidifiers, and usually during the colder months, people tend to not open the doors too much because we want to keep the warmth inside, and the hair can get stuffy, so a humidifier is good to purify or cleanse or just refresh the air. Okay, now let's take a look at these inside shoes that they have, and as you can see, they have them in a variety of colors. And here we have a foot warmer, and if you take a look, you can see that this foot warmer is only 300 yen. And it feels pretty soft, I promise you. There's a little pocket on it as well. Now, while this foot warmer is good for a little cozying up in the sofa or in the settee, it's also good to have some cushions to help keeping you warm and comfortable as we try to brace through the colder months of the year. If you're like me, you don't like the cold months, so whatever helps to keep me warm is something that I'm very open and welcoming to. Now here we have house socks, and these are items that I usually always get from Daiso each year because I have wooden floors, and when I move around in winter, my feet tends to get very cold. So these socks at Daiso are usually pretty warm, very comfortable, and all for 100 yen. Here we have some little gloves, some kid gloves, and I picked these up because they were just so tiny and cute. There are many other winter items that you can find in Daiso, but we just chose to focus on these ones because, as I mentioned before, unique. Next up, we are in the bag section. So here we have a few pouches, tiny little bags, and of course these can be useful if you're going out. They have totes as well, and there's always a good use for a tote. Now let's take a minute and look at these totes right here that we're looking at. They're made from a softer material, and I always notice that when it comes to the colder times of the year, Daiso starts putting out totes that are a lot softer and warmer and just more comfortable. Now I found this tiny little pouch that I just found it to be super adorable. If you have kids or if you're just a girly girl who just likes cute things, this one is also amazing. It doesn't have too much storage space inside and it's 300 yen. Now we're gonna move over just a little bit to the coin purse section. And while coin purses are very common in Daiso stores, I decided to stop here for a minute because this one here, it's a little hard case. I found it to be very interesting and it was my first time seeing this one in any Daiso stores, and I go in Daiso pretty often, so I would know. For those who have never been to Japan or just don't know for information's sake, we use coin purses here in Japan because we do use a lot of coins in our day-to-day spending. Japanese currency has a lot of coins, so it doesn't hurt to have a cute coin purse or just something stylish or fashionable for you to use while you're doing your daily shopping. And what I like the most is the variety in shapes, styles, and colors. Now this plant section was included in our video because not many Daiso stores actually sell live or real plants. You can always find the artificial ones, but I noticed that in this store specifically, they had a lot of living live real plants, house plants, and it's also to note that these are house plants, so they're good being out of sunlight for a long time. And with the winter coming up, wouldn't it be nice to have some houseplants inside where you can get some fresh oxygen? They had a very wide collection of different houseplants, and many of them were like cactus, which means that they're low maintenance and most people can care for a cactus. And the majority of these indoor plants are valued at 100 yen, but you do have a few that are like 200 yen and 300 yen. This one right here is 300 yen, and this is a bamboo plant. As you can see, there's so many options here. You can get tinier plants to medium-sized plants and even ones just like these. So you do have a lot of option, and this I found to be unique with this store. I've seen plants in other Daisos before. I even bought a plant from a Daiso in Mie Prefecture, but I did not have the variety of options that I saw in this one here. So that was very interesting and intriguing to me that they had so many different plants that you can buy and keep inside, and they're small, which means they don't take up too much space and they're easy to care for. Once again, while this is a 100 yen shop, there are gonna be items that do go over 100 yen. If you don't see a price tag on the item, it means it's for 100 yen. But if you do see a price tag, it means that that is the price of the item. So here we have some more plants in different sizes. They're similar to the ones on the other side, but they are in different sizes, and we can see more. Here is also a small collection of flower pots, but I do want to stick a pin and note that there is a gardening section in most Daiso stores, and this one as well. So if you're looking for a larger collection of garden tools and pots, then you can go and check out that section. Next up, we are gonna step into the Aromas section of this Daiso store. And yes, while Aromas are usually in other Daiso stores, I've never seen this wide collection of the ones that I'm seeing now. Usually the ones that you find in Daiso stores are just 100 yen, and they're pretty, not too impressive, but these ones here seem like they came straight off the shelf, like they picked these ones from the little luxury section shelf of the Daiso and placed them here. I did try smelling a few of them, and the aromas, the scents are pretty good. There's a nice variety of them, so it's also an option. Next up, we're gonna stop over in the skincare section of this Daiso. And you must be wondering, do I want to leave my skincare to a 100 yen shop, to a dollar store, however you want to call it? But trust me on this, most of the brands that are here at this section of the store are brands that you can find in your regular supermarket or even in the drugstores. They are brands that are popular here in Japan, like Nivea and CICA. You can see that one in drugstores all over Japan. So in this section, you can get hand creams or like what we have here, which is a foundation. You can also get face washes and just a few little skincare beauty products here and there. And I know you must know most of these brands if you've ever been to Japan or if you just have a liking for Japanese branded skincare products. You must have seen some of these brands in bigger sizes, larger packaging. But for this Daiso shop, they come in smaller packaging and, of course, 100 yen unless otherwise stated. Now, this one right here that we're looking at is a popular men's face wash that you can find in literally any drugstore that you enter into in Japan. You can also get a few hair care items here as well. And while once again this is not unique to this Daiso store, the variety and the vastness is very unique. It's not something that you often see in all the Daiso stores that you go in. You'll have a tiny section but nothing this big. Here we have a few more hair care products, and all of these here that you're looking at are 100 yen. Now, while anime is ever present in Japan, it doesn't hurt to know a spot that you can get just simple anime cards, pins, buttons, stickers, and Daiso is one of those places. Granted, Daiso does not really have a vast or wide collection of anime items like you'd find in Seria, for example, but it's there, and it's my first time seeing so many different popular anime items in a Daiso, because usually when you want to get anime related products, I would recommend going to Seria, which is another 100 yen store here in Japan. But this Daiso surprised me a bit because I could see popular animes like Tokyo Revengers, My Hero Academia, and so on. So this was unique for me to Daiso's. Now, don't be sleeping on the electronics section of Daiso. I promise you, if you spend some time in this aisle, you'll find something that could add some value to your daily life. There are many items in this store, but what I found interesting was this mobile phone holder. So if you're someone who constantly needs to be on your phone, like most of us do, you can put this one on the wall, put your phone inside, and it protects it from water damage. Let's say you're in the shower. Now, typically in this section, you can always find USB chargers, USB cards, adapters, earphones, cases for your electronics, phone stands, phone holders, and phone cases, and sometimes you'll even find like screen protectors as well. Now, on to another product highlight that we found here. No, not the selfie stick, but this smartphone magnifying screen. So looking at this, it's something to make your phone screen seem bigger. So if you have to watch a movie or YouTube on your phone, you can just apply that one and it makes the screen bigger. We also found some speakers, like some mini speakers in Daiso. These ones are like 700 yen, and it's one of the highest prices you'll find in Daiso. As I mentioned before, you can get phone cases, screen protectors, earphones, and oh yes, you can get like mobile batteries, like power banks. And of course, there's always a variety of colors in earphones that you can select from, and that's cool. Now we're gonna move to the back of the store where we can usually find car and bicycle accessories. Now what we have here are a variety of car window cleaner. So there's one for anti-fogging, there's one for wiping away grease, and there's one for shining, just generally cleaning your mirror. So this section overall is for the cleaning of cars. Yeah, that's it. Now we have a little grip brush that is good for cleaning your tires. So there's really just so much or so many cleaning items that you can find in Daiso for your car. We're now going to move over to the car accessory section, and as we finish this car accessory section, we'll also go over to bicycle accessory section because they're all within the same area. So usually you can find phone holders in this section, and usually there's a variety of different type of phone holders depending on what you would like. There's also a lot of, how do you say, car chargers, so the ones that you push inside to put your USB cable. Yeah, they have those as well. And I also found this multi-purpose car holder for holding your wires if you don't want to keep things too messy inside the car. They also have car refresheners as well. There is a good variety of car accessories that you can find in a Daiso. And it's not unique to this Daiso, but a few of the products, like a few of the phone holders we saw here, were pretty unique or were first time items that we've seen. So we decided to include this one into this video as well. So don't be sleeping on this section of Daiso either. You can save a pretty penny by shopping and buying especially your cleaning gear here. Now we're gonna move over to the bicycle accessory and bicycle goods section of this area, and this product right here is my first time seeing it in a Daiso, and as I mentioned before, I'm in Daiso quite often. Yeah, and this one now is like a pouch for your bicycle, so it's good. It comes with a front pocket right here where you can put your phone, and it will keep it dry if it's raining or anything, and you can use your GPS, which is very handy, especially that because it holds both your phone and it can also hold other goods that you want to carry on your bicycle. And as you can see, it comes with two flaps in the back that you would now attach to the handlebar of your bicycle, and this is pretty useful. And if you're someone who rides a bicycle, whether for daily commute or even just occasionally for exercise or just because, I would suggest getting one of these items. They do have many other bicycle accessories and stuff. They also have like things you can use for patching and repair. There's also things for like restoration, because this one right here is let's bring it closer. Yeah, that's a rust remover for bicycles. So if you live somewhere that doesn't have a bicycle parking with like a shed, then you would see that, especially during the rainy season in Japan, your bicycle tends to get a little rusty. So that's a pretty useful thing. I see a lot of rusty bicycles, especially after the rainy season. You can buy also other safety tools here like bicycle lights, bicycle locks, and so on. Just take a look, take a look, take a look. Next, we are gonna head on over to the DIY home improvement section. Now, I wish I could give you like a little walkthrough of what these items are, but I just know that those are pliers, there was some tape measures up before, and there's some screwdrivers all around the place. But the point is, this Daiso has a very wide collection of home improvement tools or DIY tools that I've never really seen such a collection in any other Daiso stores that I've been to. And no, I'm not saying that they aren't in other Daiso stores, just that I haven't seen them. Now this one right here caught my attention because it's like a screwdriver that comes with different heads. So like a flat head, you know, screwdriver heads. So I found this one to be like a multi-purpose screwdriver that is pretty useful, and the color is nice as well. There's orange, there's also yellow. There are also a lot of other home improvement things here that I don't know what they are. I don't know what they are. Really, I don't. But for the person who is into DIY, for the person who does a lot of work around the house, you'd really like to try and check out these ones here. And as I always mention, not all Daisos have the same collection of items, so it doesn't hurt that if you go to this Daiso store and you don't necessarily see what you want, you can go on ahead and check out another one that is close by, because usually you can find multiple Daiso stores within the same area. But one thing is for certain is that the bigger the store, the more likely you are to find like more items inside. Now, this item that I have here, I was pretty intrigued with it, so I kind of ended up just playing with it a little bit. I do apologize, but it's like a hook or a grip. It's something that you use to pick things up. So let's say you wanted to move around the yard, if you have a yard space in Japan, and you want to pick up like garbage, it's pretty good for also picking things up. It's interesting. It's not heavy, and the nice bright green color is nice. So yeah, it's a pretty useful tool. And it's also my first time seeing this one in a Daiso as well. So there's the part where it would grip the item from when you pull on the top. Now that is it for this section of the DIY home improvement store of this Daiso. And yes, you're welcome. I know you didn't know you could find so many tools here in Daiso. Now we're gonna move on to the pet section of Daiso. Now, having a pet section is not unique to this Daiso location, but what I found pretty unique to this location was all the items, all the products that were available here. So they were not just cat toys that you usually find at the other ones, but you'd see so many other items that are very useful for caring for your fur babies. Here we have some food or water bowls. The colors might not be, very intriguing, but it's good. Also, this one has a wide collection of food items. In the dog snack section, we have chicken fillet filler cubes. Then now we have beef jerky sticks with vegetables. Next up is lamb jerky long sticks. And we have soft chicken jerky. We also have coarse grated beef jerky with cheese. Next, we have chicken jerky long sticks. And you must admit, there is a wide variety here. Oh, cat foods. We have dried small anchovies. We also have some liver. There's just such a wide variety of pet snacks that you can get here, and it's my first time seeing these pet snacks in any Daiso that I've been to in all the prefectures that I've visited. These are also some dog cookies, and there's just so much here, and that's why this section had to be included in this video. And we are not yet done with this pet section because of course they have grooming tools. And why not? So we have combs, scissors, brushes, you name it, they probably have it. And last but certainly not least, in our pet section roundup are pet toys. Yay! Now you can easily find pet toys in any of the Daiso stores that you happen to just run into, but these ones are they're pretty nice. They're nice, they're cute. There's also leashes as well, and that one is new to me, finding leashes inside a Daiso. So there you go. Daiso has a large and wide collection of pet goods. And of course, Daiso is not gonna leave your little fur babies out in the cold. No, they're not. So look at these little doggy sweaters, these little doggy winter coats. They are really, really nice. They're soft as well and they feel warm. So there you go. Daiso has you covered. And it's only for 500 yen per piece. And even if you've never thought about it before now you definitely want to see some cats wearing some sunglasses. You know you do. Look at these glasses. I can just imagine how cute they'll be on a little cat. And of course, some costumes as well, because why not? And last but not least in this section, we've gone back to some aroma beads because, of course, aroma beads are pretty common. You can see them in any Daiso, but these ones here, look at those little eyelashes. How could I not record them? They were so cute. And of course, you have the regular ones. And if you're looking to add some fragrances to your space and looking cute at the same time, then most definitely go and get these ones. Now, and if you've made it to this far in the video and you haven't done it as yet, go ahead and give the video a like. Why haven't you liked the video as yet? And thank you for staying tuned. See you in the next one. Bye bye.